what are you looking for in a little SUV? A sporty look, could the Ford Puma, and the Hyundai Venue. The Stonic is a bit cheaper than some of its fancier rivals, so let's see if it meets the needs of your family. The Sport sits in the middle of the Kia Stonic range at just over $28,000 drive away. That's at the time of filming. If you're wanting to spend less, the base model is more than $3,000 cheaper, while the top of the range GT line will cost you around $32,000. If you go for the middle of the range, you get the 17-inch alloy wheels, keyless entry and push-button start. The Sport also comes with built-in sat-nav, a premium gear shift and steering wheel. The price tag of just over $28,000 makes the Sport good value for money.
Kia today is very different from what it was 10 years ago. Its latest products are electric and increasingly big and expensive. But if you think Kia is forgetting its roots, think again. Because this is the new Kia Picanto. And in this video, we're showing you around this small, cheap and updated city car, telling you everything that's new. But before we get into that, if you want to see lots more new car reveals and reviews, make sure you subscribe to our channel and go to whatcar.com for a great deal on your next car. So first, a bit of background on the Kia Picanto, which is a city car that sold almost 250,000 units in the UK since it first went on sale. That was back in 2003. Then we had a second generation Picanto in 2011.
This is the new 2022 Kia Carnival, and it's the latest minivan. You may know the Kia minivan as the Sedona, but for 2022, that's gone. Sedona out, Carnival in. The sticker price of this Carnival is almost 50 grand. It has a lot of luxury, family-friendly features. Everywhere else in the world, it was called the Carnival. So for 2022, Kia's redesigning its minivan, and they finally decided to give it the Carnival name here in the United States, just like everywhere else on the planet. Now, the new Carnival is the latest minivan to enter a very competitive space. The Chrysler Pacifica and Toyota Sienna have both been recently updated, and I reviewed both within the last few months. Of course, there's also the Honda Odyssey, which is a very popular van, although it's starting to become a little outdated in the face of its newer rivals. There's nothing outdated here, though. The new Kia...
Roughly 6 years ago, Kia introduced a small little electrified crossover to America called the Niro. Now, the Niro was designed to be Kia's answer to vehicles like the Toyota Prius and the Hyundai Ioniq. And just like its competitors, the Niro is designed to appeal to somebody who wants a vehicle like a Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic, but requires a little bit better efficiency and a little bit more practicality. Now, sales have been pretty good, with Kia moving about 30,000 units annually here in the States, which is why the company is introducing an all-new second generation for 2023. As you can see this week, we are driving this 2023 Niro Hybrid in the SX Touring trim, and just like its predecessor, Kia continues to offer it in 3 different electrified flavors: a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and a full EV. And this week, as you can see, we are driving the regular hybrid in this fully loaded SX Touring trim. And the big question I want answered: if you guys are one of the few people out there who want an electrified commuter car, but you don't necessarily want to break the bank by spending the big bucks for an SUV, how does the 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid stack up? Stay tuned to find out. When it comes to subcompact SUVs, Kia was a little late to the party with the curiously named Seltos introduced back in mid-2019. Despite its tardiness, it didn't stop Kia from selling roughly 50,000 units every year here in America. So for 2024, it is time to give the Seltos a first round of updates. And as you can see this week, Kia has loaned me this very strikingly colored Pluton Blue 2024 Seltos SX. It gets some new styling front and rear. It gets an upgraded interior in the form of some new infotainment screens, and under the hood, Kia has revitalized the turbocharged engine with an extra 20 horsepower and given it a brand new transmission. So if you guys are looking for a slightly more sophisticated and spacious subcompact SUV, how does the brand new 2024 Kia Seltos?
It is the only engine offered here in the Kia Rio. The Kia Rio is actually only currently offered in 2 different trim levels, the LX and the S, this being the S model. Now, the 1.6 liter interior is fine. It's a relatively durable engine as long as you keep up with the maintenance, and so that's all I really worry about for a vehicle at this price point. Like I said, paired to it is an IVT, which really is the same as a CVT. And what IVT stands for is Intelligent Variable Transmission, meaning there are no set gears, it's adjustable, and will change ratios while driving. What that mumbo jumbo means is it's an automatic and it's fine. Last but not least, the Kia Rio is only offered in front-wheel drive. So how does it feel to drive the Kia Rio from 2023? Well, it's an okay experience. Visibility out the front is actually pretty good, and I would say it's one of the Rio's strongest points. Steering isn't too heavy, the throttle is decently responsive. However, you are going to get some road noise and some road feel while driving around. This is an economy car built for economy purposes, and so you're not.
It's hard to believe that the Kia brand has been in America for nearly 30 years. And when the company first launched in the US back in 1994, one of the nameplates that launched with them was the Sportage. Now today, the Sportage is still around. However, it's morphed into an entirely different animal. And for 2023, it's been fully redesigned, now in its 5th generation. This is the largest, most powerful, most luxurious, and the first ever hybrid electric version, bringing the Sportage finally into the modern era and offering a ton of fuel efficiency and features. So as you can see, this week we are driving this 2023 Sportage SX Prestige Hybrid, and the big question I want answered: if you guys are looking for a new family SUV that offers a ton of value and efficiency, how does the latest 2023 Kia Sportage stack up? Stay tuned to find out. Now, before we talk about the all-new styling for this 5th generation Sportage, I want to pop the hood and show you guys what's powering this thing. Now, like I said earlier, this is the first time that we're actually seeing a hybrid powertrain in the Sportage. Kia technically offers 2 variants, but let's go ahead and talk about what this one has here, which is technically the middle child in the engine family.
Ooh, it is the 4th generation Kia Sorento. We're going to talk about it. First thing I'm going to tell you, this paint, it is very reflective. This midsize crossover competes in a category that is mega, like the young people say these days. Or do they say fire? Who knows? Anyway, the likes of the Honda Pilot, Toyota Highlander, Ford Explorer, VW Atlas, and Nissan Pathfinder are all trying to garner your 3-row 7-passenger ducats. Well, with the Sorento, Kia's got a real shot here for myriad reasons. First of all, look at it. The 4th generation redesign stands out as handsome. This SUV looks more expensive than it is and 100% not embarrassing when idling at the drop-off line at school. It's got less of a blobby crossover tilt and leans more sporty and athletic.
The Kia Optima has cultivated a reputation for style and exceptional bang for the buck. So instead of reinventing a proven formula, Kia refined the Optima into a car that can compete and in many cases win against the category's finest. Whereas previous iterations shined in certain categories but struggled in others, the latest Optima is a complete package, and it all starts with design. Although it takes a keen eye to distinguish the 3rd generation model from the 4th, the overall look, apart from these eBay Motors inspired fender adornments, is still modern. Plus, unlike some of its over-styled competitors, it's a look that'll likely age well. The same goes for the interior, which charms in a broadly appealing way with help from useful touches like a long throw steering wheel, convenient storage nooks, good materials in most areas, and a standard multi-information display.
Loki Kia in Clearwater, Florida, and guess what? I have a compact sport performance car that actually has some uniqueness to it compared to the competition. It's this vehicle right here. This is it. This is a 2023 Kia Forte GT. But before we get into this compact car that has 2 different options to it, let me talk about what's going on here. The Forte, it's been around since 2010, if you could believe that. It actually went on sale outside of the United States 2 years earlier, but made its debut in North America in 2010. It replaced the Kia Spectra. That's a little bit of a history lesson from me to you. Fast forward to 2023, and when you're looking for a compact car that's got a little bit of extra pep, there's actually some choices there. You could look at a Volkswagen GTI, you could look at a Honda Civic Si, or there's actually two that you could look at from South Korea, the Hyundai Elantra N-Line and this Kia Forte GT. Now what's interesting, comparing it specifically to one of its main rivals, the Civic Si, this vehicle brings something that the Si does not.